waiting for them to pop off. I really am.
Yeah, definitely. Every team improves pretty rapidly here at Worlds because you play so many games. You have such a short time to adapt. In fact, we're already so quick that we're into the draft. Let's talk about that instead. Draven, Swain banned away. Draven, a pretty good one there, especially not 2 Rays. Also good in the meta in general. The tree is banned alongside Silas.
I was talking to some of the others about the matchup as well, because I was actually trying to sell Chiefs in terms of how they look. Obviously, they look very good. Only dropped 1 game out of their entire season coming into this Worlds. I think that if you get Tally back on comfort like the Galio instead, it's hard to mess it up. Especially because quite often Jojo will not really look for control mages. He'll look for something with agency.
Yep.
Like the Silas, like the Akali. Having the Galio into that, well, that's already nice. But you also get the comfort of playing on towards Arthur. And we want to see something where Arthur can take charge, where he can challenge Inspired, because that's a jungle matchup that is very pivotal. The tree has been banned. Maokai, of course, on the not going to be available, so don't have to deal with him at least.
No different tank jungler, it looks like here. Sejuani for Inspired, could also be for Impact. Actually, as I said that.
Wow, I just said, Jojo, not really looking for these control mages, but I think you understand what Tally is looking for as well. I think you know that if you go into the control mage matchup, you're going to be happy. It does leave open the fact you can pick Seraphine into the Asir. We've seen Tally do that before as well. Handshaking the control mage matchup would be very interesting though, and a lot of pressure would be put on Tally.
Zir pretty good. Jojo also, of the control mages, one of the ones he has a bit more experience on. But Victor going to be there for Tally. So matching the matchup, which we'll see how that works out. Aatrox also notably banned by EG, despite having first pick. So just wanting to keep it out of the game completely.
So normally laning phase matchup feels good for Victor. You just shove up the Asir. You can go for first strike as well and get the first move on it. It's later into the game where Asir starts leaving his impact. And now we talked about Arthur, something where he could drive the game. He's now picked Lee Sin. I'm not sure if it's the same kind of driver I was looking for, but it most certainly allowed playmaking potential to arrive.
Yeah, it's certainly as far as, again, we heard just from the desk. Good homework there, lads. His most played champion, one of his best champions, certainly in his region. He is the best Lee Sin. So definitely defaulting a bit to comfort here, it feels like the Chiefs, especially for Arthur, who has been the standout player so far and was kind of expected to be the star as far as domestic performance went. But that does give Inspired Hecarim, as Jojo teases us once again.
Yeah, and I feel like you just grab the MF as well if you want to. Put that on top. Nautilus, Leona, and Mumu all up and available, so no matter what, you will get an engage option should some of them be banned away. And it just pairs well into what you have. I mean, in terms of getting an AD carry right now, that misfortune would really be nice.
Interesting.
This is interesting. Very, very interesting in terms of the priority that they want to show for themselves, because this allows them to go for an AD carry of their choice, ban 2 away that you don't want to deal with on the side of Chiefs. Because you're not really going to look to first pick a support or counter a support right now. There's still loads of tools available in terms of disengage like the Braum, counter engage like the Mumu Nautilus. I think you could go for an AD carry and just get what you want, but they're actually just going to say, you know what, we value Nautilus this much against the Leona, so we will grab it now.
Yeah, matching picks, basically not wanting to lose any potential options and mismatches in phase 2. So now we're going to have same lanes targeted here.
Spawn being banned away for Impact. So just a lot of the team fighting tool. Once again, Sejuani is still available for either side, should that be one they're looking for. If a Camille ban comes through now, then Chiefs are definitely looking for Sejuani on for themselves, and then that's something that EG might have to be worried about. But no, it is going to be that misfortune that we talked about.
Good ban there. Been very popular AD, as we just saw. Also been pretty effective in most of the games. Good in lane, great in team fights, good ulti, etc., etc. Gwen, the other ban, taking carries away from Topoon. I imagine Impact will line up a second ban here as well. And obviously, we'll have to likely blind his matchup, given that there's already a mid laner, so I assume Chiefs are saving counterpick.
Yeah, so AD carry is just probably what's going to come through over from the side of Raze. Kai'Sa is going to be banned away. Aphelios, Tristana, 2 still very strong AD carries up and available from the side of Chiefs should they look for it. Raze has been playing quite a bit of Aphelios in the past. If that is the one that they're going to be looking for, they're still talking, and yep, there it is, locked in by Raze.
Yep, also kind of the best AD left right now, so might as well take it. Caitlyn notably is actually still in the draft.
I have a fun fact for you. Despite Caitlyn having an 87 or 81% presence in terms of the draft, she has 0% win rate. She's been led through 2 times. Carry lost the first one, Upset lost the second one earlier today.
Oh, that's true. I remember that. I remember that game. We were there.
We were there.
And maybe following suit here, EG actually going to go ahead and take Ezreal here for Cowrie.
So that usually speaks to the fact that you want to play up towards the top side instead. It allows you to move around the map. getting Impact on the Gangplank makes a lot of sense. He's one of the few top laners that's actually still been able to make it work, despite the changes coming into the Gangplank. And now, Tapoon, with the counter matchup, needs to make the most of it in this case. Unironically, the Vladimir matchup is actually really good into Gangplank.
Yep.
You barely ever get hit by the barrels. Your range, which means that GP can't have the same harass against you that he usually has against melee minions. Not minions, melee champions. And the other thing is that you match the scaling aspect that GP provides as well, so super nice to have.
Yeah, this is a pretty classic counter, actually. Definitely not like the kind of counter pick where you're looking to dumpster Gangplank 1v1. In fact, dumpstering Gangplank's like pretty difficult. One of the reasons he's so good as the top laner.
And it's going to be curious because now you have a really good mixture of damage. And remember these summoner spells, Vulcan doesn't have the flash, Curry doesn't have no flash either. Impact,
ready
looking for
to go.
flank.
Jojo moving on in. Tapoon, the target there. Inspired with a big ulti. Tapoon going to be forced away, but Tally straight in front of everyone else. And who but Jojo to get first blood?
Yep, they just come in with a Pinsum Unua there. Inspired also finding the flank on them afterwards with the Hecarim ultimate. And despite the move being first from Chief, they don't really find a target to compile the damage on. They don't really use the advantage that they currently have. And EG, they just punish the lack of hesitation.
All right, well, once again, at the end of the day, first blood, nice, bit of extra gold. Jojo dodging that hook very deftly, but it's inspired to watch there. He's going to go ahead and pick up that rift out, although Arthur is revisiting as Vulcan is camping this top side, maybe thinking that someone's going to poke around. Arthur is in the area, looking to take the Krogs. Could be a dive here, maybe a quick pop of the Herald as well, but looks like EG are going to take the Herald and back away.
I think we can all agree that you're not diving in Vladimir with the pool available to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, good.
Okay, yeah.
We're both on the same wavelength. Yeah, okay. I was up for the argument, so it's like, well, you just wait it out. Well, I guess that's true. But having a look at the replay again, you can see it there. Impact spotted on Vision, finds a great barrel. Jojo comes around, all of a sudden, lots of chaos, creative, and just the rest of Chiefs, they're just split apart. Great pickup on towards Tally, no flash any longer, and just goes down.
What an angle there from Inspired.
Oh, yeah.
How did he get up? Over.
How'd you do that? Now Tally getting ulted backwards.
Jojo saved the ulti from earlier and Inspired's here again, and Tally once again under duress. Kill goes to Jojo. Happy birthday, buddy. There's two.
The map picking up the first straight, but Inspired is around to stop this.
Jojo's here as well, TP back in with a Ludens, but it's a temporary 3v2 if they want to go for it here. Inspired just looking for the steal, it looks like here. Gonna go in.
He gets it.
Are you kidding me? There's the ulti as well. Surely they can follow up here. Aladoric in trouble. It is Inspired low, will go down as Kauri gets the kill onto Aladoric. So money back to Tally, but Jojo's in there with his best buddy Vulcan. No kill this time though. Tally gets away. Arthur also trying to thread the needle. Finds the kill onto Jojo. Here's Tapoon. Big flank angle there. Jojo gets away. It's Vulcan who's maybe going to have to sacrifice himself, but it's a step too far for the boys on EG as Raze grabs one onto Jojo.
They traded 1-for-1. Vulcan actually gets a kill on Arthur in the back line. But of course, getting that shot down over on a Vladimir, that's going to be great for him. But at the same time, they're losing so many resources by going for this play. This is what happens when you take the Ghost over the Teleport, for example. So despite Tapoon having had a great laning phase so far, he's actually behind in gold and probably also experienced now to Impact.
It's the GP classic. You just never leave your lane. Ulti when your friends are in trouble and keep smacking down the tower plates as Vlad has to leave. Or watch this one again. Inspired. How on earth did you steal this?
I think it's just going to be a Q and an auto attack together with the Smite. For Arthur, you only really have to execute when your Sonic Wave is up. And I wonder, well, the Sonic Wave is there. No, he just times it better than Arthur does, and he gets it, ultimates in afterwards. And then that is just a great fight for EG. You can say they may be overcommitting a little bit. Heal comes through from Kauri a little too late as well, also on Tally. But either way,
hypey from Jojo, but not something we're not accustomed to. As Aladoric gets himself swept in after finding the hook. He's a little low on health. Trapped behind the wall, but he walks past it. Still too late. Inspired picks one up.
And that's a great disengage from Jojo. They're performing not only just on the champions with agency, but now also with the control mages here on the Asir. Inspired, well, we so often see him in the enemy jungle, and there's not much they can do. Too much warding on the left side, and there you see it, gets stopped.
Really trying to pick on the birthday boy, but it might work out this time around. Damage is there. Ray's going to pick one up, and Aladoric is going to be traded away as Inspired continues to rack up kills. Has the Triforce done? Vulcan into stasis, but Ray's still pretty threatening. Arthur finds the Q. Tapoon there with the ulti. Going to try and make it happen. Impact really getting in there.
The Airy!
Big barrel, but Tapoon picked it up with the Airy at the end of the day. And Chiefs get away with two.
That is one angry little Airy there. That was so fast as well. That's an execute if I've ever seen one. My word. So, kills are going over in the favor of Chiefs. They're picking up Jojo, who's just too far forward in lane. And despite trying to go away with the banana drift, he's not really able to it without getting stopped by Alidoric.
And Noodle is pretty good at locking people down. Yeah, you said it. Jojo's like, hello, I'm here in the middle of mid lane. Like, you can't be there. This is why.
He's got the members backing him up, though, right? They're ready to try and be there. Arthur's actually the one who stops the dash. Alidoric with the ultimate, and then just finding it to set up his team. Will still go down for one, but in the grand picture here, 2 kills going over the Chief. That's definitely something you're happy about when you've been struggling to leave your mark on the early game.
Will Larry, oh, Blake still ticking away. Boink. All right.
Well, Drake's been taken by Chiefs. Fight breaks out.
Certainly does. Inspired right in there. Pretty strong right now, Alidoric. No hope of getting out of this one, but can everyone else get away safely? Tally is here to reinforce, but Jojo trying to make the big play. A great flash out of Raze, but the setup still there. There's nothing you can do. EG are gonna look to ace the Chiefs. It's only Tapoon left alive in top lane.
Oh, and it's a slaughter 17 minutes into the game. They're already knocking at the base. You can see the only mid lane turret standing is the inhibitor, and they pick up the kills in the team fight. Chiefs, they get the Mountain Drake. They get one objective for themselves, but they pay a hell of a lot for it.
Yeah, 4 turrets to 0. Rift turret, I believe, was picked up as well. Indeed, summoned in mid, as you can see. And Vulcan's just getting in there.
Yeah, he definitely is. But the problem is that the Chiefs members are not really in a position to start off a team fight. Tapoon, as you said, still on the top side. Went for the Ghost and Ignite. Down on the bot side, Tally is on the Victor. Just not able to be in a position to fight at any point in time. And when he finally joins the team, well, he's only joining them to die with them. So at least the captain goes down with his ship.
But yeah, Jojo and Inspired, more than enough damage, more than enough range to re-engage on that fight. A clean 4-piece there for EG. Inspired's feeling pretty good with it very far ahead. 6,000 gold up right now as Alidoric once again. Just kind of happens on support sometimes when you're on the losing side. You just get donated to the enemy team over and over.
Oh, they found a pet. They're just keeping him up. Never mind. Finding Tally, we've seen this one before. Let's see how it goes this time.
Just bullying him. Jojo, 1v1 in Tally. Tally looking all right, but in the end, it is going to be Jojo getting that kill. Just barely, though.
Oh, the burn. There we go. The 1-for-1 up in the top side. Tally not going to go down 4 times without a fight.
Message sent and received by Jojo, who will definitely do it again. Vulcan, nice little catch, but who's caught here? Kick back as Cowrie's in there. Nautilus ulti, though, is going to make it a bit problematic as Impact roaming in. Alidoric again, just going to melt. Raze goes down to the GPTP, and well worth it for Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, and that's the story so far of the game. Chiefs, they get something, but EJ, they just get so much more. And now 3 members pushing in the mid lane turret. 20 minutes will be on the clock soon, so taking the inhibitor would still give you pressure in terms of picking up a Baron, but for now, they're going to deny them the extra gold and the experience you get by the supers.
11,000 gold ahead as we watch this 1v1 again. Jojo just feeling himself today.
Oh, he is, but still Tally pretty much connecting with all the abilities that he has. Not a single laser was missed, and then the Chaos Storm with the Leandry's Burn and the minions is enough to at least finish the job. So good on Tally for trading it back. Problem is, doesn't amount to much.
Vulcan invading. Again, taking the aggressive angle, but EG definitely feeling confident here, taking maybe some risky plays, but still working out nonetheless, even with Vulcan going down here.
Just having a bit of fun here. And you can see Impact comes around with it. Double kill, picked up. Nice little vacation skin on there as well. Just chilling. Well, he's actually not out traveling. Well, they're in Mexico. That's outside of America.
That is true. All accurate geographical facts here from GB. Prowler's call done for Impact as well.
Just like taking a chill, you know, there's a Drake coming up, less than 1 minute. No need to overforce it now, no need to throw it away. You have such a big gold lead. You don't have to just throw yourself at them, but Impact might find Raze.
But
yep,
they will.
Yeah, probably.
If Impact is doing this,
yes,
they're feeling it.
Okay.
Impact is like the chill.
So if he's aggressive, then you know that this team is looking for something. Now, he's also gone for the Prowler's build, so if he gets in melee range of Raze, he'll just straight on Prowlers on towards him. So it's a good flash by Raze. He would have get hunted down for sure. Now, mid lane priority is gain. That's going to give you access to the rest of the map in terms of the enemy jungle. You can move up towards the top side, move down towards the bot side as Drake is spawning in less than 10 seconds. But EG, they have their sights on the top side.
Inspired is the same level as the solo laners. And Arthur is level 10.
Yeah.
Just wanting to put that out there.
I think that's the reason why a lot of people don't really like the Lee Sin matchup into the Hecarim, but, you know, who knows?
Aladoric forced to flash away. Volk can be pretty accurate so far on his Leona. But, you know, worked it here before, got the inhib tower in mid, gonna take the one in bot, maybe get the inhib for funsies at the end of it all. Are gonna break one here. Impact continuing to fight, Typhoon doing a decent amount of damage over the wall, but there's more where that came from on the EG side as Impact rejoins and Inspired continuing to be an absolute menace.
First inhibitor goes down, second one is next. Are they just gonna try and end the game here 22 minutes into the game? Surely not.
Kaori may be in trouble. He goes in instead. Now Arthur looking for the kick, finds it on the Kaori, but he gets out of there with the flash. Arthur still fighting out. The ulti not too bad out of the Vladimir, but Tally taking too much damage, and the wallet tip is too great for Chiefs, even with Arthur's decent kick there.
Yep. Threw everything at them, but lots of abilities didn't actually connect there. Jojo's ultimate wasn't really in a position to pick up a kill, and I actually think it's quite a miracle that no one from Chiefs went down in that instant. They tried to look for the fight, they have to at some point, but they're just so far behind. It's so difficult fighting it.
Yep, there is an Infernal Dragon up and available. Also worth a bit of extra money as well. Glowing yellow there, as you can see on your minimap. Inspired's in the area.
If they pick him up on the Drake, could be good.
Well, he has TP's it. They're going for it again. I know that they are going to play nice and aggressive, not wanting to give anything away. I did check, by the way, what the fastest game of Worlds this year was. Unfortunately, we have just passed it. There have been some absolute bangers. In fact, it was still loud versus TFM.
Oh, yeah.
It was that game. So we're not there yet. EG can't break any sort of speed records for this world, but still feeling very comfy here in this game.
They can break slow records if they want to. You can keep this game very slow from now on and make that a record.
Imagine that. Like, I know we're like 12-ish K ahead.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they can't see the numbers.
Yeah. We still have a scaling aspect. I mean, so do they, but
what if?
Flip it.
What if we tried to break the record for longest game? I don't think that's going to happen. I think EG wants to celebrate JoJo's birthday as early as possible. They're going to try and get this one done and dusted swiftly.
I mean, one person at least to feel bad for is Lyric. He's going to be doing a shoey in a Crocs with Red Bull in a bit. I'm not sure how he's going to manage that. That's going to be Red Bull all over his face, but we're getting there.
I think with enough ingenuity and duct tape, you can figure it out. You might have to, like, do some croc engineering.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just, what is that? Thrift my, what's the word? There's like thrift my ride or something like that. It's just like, do it with my Crocs instead. Pimp my ride, pimp my Crocs.
Pimp my Crocs has been called. Well, even without his signature footwear, it seems like JoJo's just fine here in this game. Inspired diving in once again. Oh my goodness! They are just melting as JoJo dips back in. Inspired and Kaori gonna pick on Typhoon. And I think this might be the ace that ends the game. They only needed one. EG gonna pick up their third win here at Worlds.
And with that, they keep their hopes and dreams alive for the first seed. It is out of their hands. Fnatic would have to drop a game tomorrow and EG would have to win it. Either way, the chance is there from EG, and you know, they're gonna have to wait a while if they want to pet their KDA here. We're still talking 8 seconds on the Nautilus. All right, guys, go on.
Oh, the minions are gonna deny it. No extra KDA, no more kills for the birthday boy. Done and dusted in this game. EG with a very clean looking win.